Step 1. Let's thank our Chinese pals who introduced the world to toilet paper. The word paper was originated from the word papyrus, the plant that ancient Egyptians used for writing material. But the Chinese said, fuck papyrus, we've got our dope-ass pandas and their bamboo, so they wrote things down on bamboo. Thanks, pandas. But bamboo alone is too big and bulky, so they invented paper pulp, out of bamboo and mulberry bark, for a softer touch in those sensitive places. Come on, chop chop, the fun is yet to begin. If you had been born 1400 years ago, your choice would have been made for you. In the times of the ancient Romans, you would be sitting down on a nice marble seat, surrounded by all your best friends, with nothing to wipe with other than your communal spongia or sponge on a stick. Yeah.
You have chosen wisely.
Step 3. Locate the fucking end. Funny thing is, the average American spends 30 minutes per year just looking for the end of a toilet paper roll. But the not-so-average American spends even more time and resources according to a study on the correlation between human psychology and toilet paper orientation. Sociology professor Edgar Allan Burns, not to be confused with Edgar Allan Poe from the Easter Institute of Technology, discusses some reasons why toilet paper politics is worth being talked about. He asks his students in his introductory sociology class, which way do you think a roll of toilet paper should hang? The students spend the next 50 minutes exploring their answers and the social construction of rules and practices which they have never consciously thought about before. Step 4. Try not to drop it. Have you ever dropped a roll of toilet paper on the floor and then it started rolling? One wrong bounce and your life is doomed. You yell out, hoping for a familiar voice to respond, but your calls are met with silence. Leaving a trail of paper that is somehow just out of reach, you finally stretch to snag it by its tail, but the Empire strikes back. With each tug, the roll creeps further away. By the time you finally reel it back in, the toilet paper and its roll will never get back together, no matter how carefully you try and roll it. Step 5. Place the roll into the holder. Push the ends together and place the roll... No, don't do that. Why would you do that? What do you mean it's the right way? It's definitely not. You can't even tear it off properly. Oh yeah, like I need 2 hands to tear a piece of paper. Even the official patent says the paper should hang over the top. Fun fact, guys, the over makes up 70% of people around the world, while the rest, of course, are under. Again, thanks to 21st century scientists and surveyors whose time was well spent. Their studies show that the over people tend to have more dominant personalities compared to the under people.
Yeah, Mr. White! Yes, science!
These over-the-roll types are more likely to have strong opinions on toilet paper orientation. They don't like to be inconvenienced, and the unfamiliarity of the backwards teepee is going to throw them. Although the undergroup only makes up 30% of the population, they are an outspoken bunch. Personality traits associated with under-the-roll people are artistic, laid-back, and dependable. We can also assume these people own cats because that is just about the only argument for under. Cats are known for being assholes of the animal kingdom. They knock things off counters, scratch you for no reason, and unravel toilet paper constantly. That is, unless you are an under person. Cats cannot scratch the paper and pull it towards them if the paper goes around back. Well, some cats are just a whole nother level of asshole. Now let's talk physics. If you're an under roller, the loose end is behind. If you're an over roller, the loose end will be up front and easier to grab. Over the roll takes the lead first. But when the loose end is hidden, it looks tidier. Now they're even. Oh yeah, don't forget about the cat. Did you know that you can use your origami skills on the toilet paper roll if it were over? It's called toiletgami, and now it's just absolutely adorable. No more looking at your phone. The list goes on, so I'm going to stop here and make peace before the world catches on fire. Even though 100% of people care about their toilet paper orientation, only 20% of them would actually flip the roll around to their preferred direction in an outside location. But toilet paper was invented with one particular purpose in mind. So why has roll orientation become such a controversial subject? You see, when humans notice differences, they start splitting off into groups based off of their own commonalities, and naturally, they argue. The cereal first versus milk first, Democrat versus Republican, Axis versus Allied powers, Alien versus Predator, the over versus the under. What's next? You can either be the over-rollers or under-rollers, or neither of them if you give absolutely zero fucks. Just as long as you don't leave the roll empty, we won't have any problems.
Has the whole world gone crazy? Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules?